Do you want to learn how to save time and money with Amazon Prime Now in Disney World? I filmed this video when I first started my YouTube channel in 2019, and boy oh boy, I did not know how many people would watch it. I wanted to create an updated 2021 version for those lucky of us to travel to Disney in the next few years. So let me show you how to use this app on Disney property, and I promise you it's easy. For all the magical lifestyle tips, please be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Do the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all the things that show me that you enjoy the content being put out on this channel. So I didn't know I needed Amazon Prime Now in Disney until I became a mama. I had already filmed the first original video in 2019 after we'd traveled to Disney World twice with Callie, both as a toddler and as a baby. Once I discovered the magic that this service has to offer, I wanted to make the video in order to share this information with other moms who find traveling with their children either stressful or challenging. And because Disney can be expensive, insert sarcasm here, Disney is super expensive, this is a great way to save money and time for you and your family. Amazon Prime Now, if you're not familiar, this is a service that is free for those who are Amazon Prime members, which costs about $100 a year. It comes with that gorgeous 2-day shipping and other types of perks. If your city or location qualifies for Amazon Prime Now, they guarantee delivery in 2 hours with a qualifying purchase of $35 or more. And of course, with all things, if you add on a fee, you can get those items delivered even faster. The guarantee on the website is an hour. An hour! Now, here's how Disney comes into play. Orlando, where Walt Disney World is located, is a qualifying city for Amazon Prime Now. So you can use the website, Amazon Prime Now website, or you can use the app. Just know that the app is actually different from the Amazon Prime app. It's a separate one. Before we travel, just like we do with packing, have you seen that video? We figure out what we're going to need in advance of going. On the app, we put in Disney's zip code, which I will leave here for you on the screen, so that the app is set for Orlando rather than where we live on Cape Cod, which does not have the beautiful features of Amazon Prime Now. A new feature is that you can use the Amazon app for fresh and whole foods in terms of groceries, but the Amazon Prime Now app does offer additional and probably less expensive grocery choices as well. So you can load your cart with whatever you want, including wine, and then have this sent to your Disney resort. Let me show you what we're putting in our cart for our April trip. So I'm going to open the Prime Now app, and you can see here that it's going to push you to either Amazon or Whole Foods. So I actually did this order in both just to price compare. So I'm still in the Prime Now app and I'm searching for individual items. Keep in mind we do have a 5-year-old, so we're looking for items that are easy breakfasts, possible snacks in line at the park, and then essential things that we're going to need, like AA batteries. I also did an order for ponchos because we need those batteries for all the bubble wands, and you know it's going to rain at least once when you're in Disney. I'm trying to save money here by ordering what I would consider the necessities, and yes, that does include my favorite champagne, seltzer water, batteries, and any snack items that we may need. I just wanted you to be able to see the price difference between Whole Foods and ordering through Amazon. We're focusing on foods that we can eat in our room prior to going into the parks, or that we can easily bring into the parks for Callie during lunchtime. Tell me what you would want delivered to your Disney resort. Is it something you can get on the app, or is it more like a fantastical, sensational item? Once our cart is full of goodness and ready to go, we hold the items in there until we disembark, or at least until we're close to disembarking from the plane. We live on Cape Cod, so we typically fly out of Boston or Providence, and it takes us like 3 to 3.5 hours to get to Florida. So we want to make sure that at like the 3 o'clock or 3-hour mark that we are getting ready to submit our order. That way, the items in our cart arrive to the Disney resort that we're staying at essentially when we do, if we're counting in time for taking the Magical Express while it still exists, or otherwise driving to our resort. Of course, you can do this anytime you're on property. It doesn't just have to be on arrival. You can do this any day that you have access to staying at a Disney resort. We also do order things as necessary as the trip continues, as long as we are checked into a resort. Now, it used to be that your order would arrive like directly to your room. Like you would put in the resort that you're staying at, the room number, and then magically Amazon would show up. But now they've changed it so that your items arrive to the concierge service at wherever you're staying on property. Pretty cool because you can also track this in the app, just like you can with orders on Amazon Prime. Sometimes your items will arrive all together and you'll get just one massive delivery. Sometimes they come kind of piecemeal or by parcel, depending on how to get these items to you the fastest. So you might get multiple notifications from concierge that you have Amazon orders waiting for you down in the lobby. Now, as I talked about in the original video, Disney offers a grocery service called the Garden Grocer, but this is expensive. The Garden Grocer is Disney pricing. It also has to be done so far in advance of your trip. So unlike hopping on the plane, entertaining yourself and your children for a couple of hours and pressing submit, you have to plan this out so far in advance, and it can't be done for like things that you need immediately or things that you forgot to pack. Honestly, Amazon Prime Now is so much easier and so much more cost efficient. This service also means that you don't have to rent a car to get to your grocery store, because if you were arriving via plane, taking the Magical Express, again, while you still can, and then using Disney transportation to get from park to park, from resort to park, then you would never need to rent a car. So it becomes really challenging when you're like, oh shoot, we just need a half gallon of milk or some bananas or something easy, but you don't want to pay Disney prices for it. So Amazon Prime Now saves you these additional costs, including the need to rent a vehicle to go off-site for purchasing something. I hope this video helps you with some ideas on how to save time and money in a Disney park. Honestly, this is like revolutionized our trips. It's really just helped us relax. I do plan everything in advance anyway, but if we get to the parks and there's something we need, we know that there is a less expensive alternative via Amazon Prime Now that we can simply order while we're in line at an attraction rather than having to pay Disney prices for it. I'm all about that. Because you made it to the end, I wanted to share this story with you of when Callie was a baby and we put her crib in the kitchen area of our resort. Looked up measurements of this area prior to arriving, and then ordered on Amazon Prime Now a blackout curtain and tension rod so that Callie ended up having her own little bedroom where she could sleep with her monitor, her white noise, and her Duffy Bear without parents interrupting her as we shuffled around in the nighttime. We ended up ordering a tension rod and blackout curtain in our last trip as well, even though she was a little bit older. Be sure to check out our Disney travel playlist, which I will make sure is linked here as well as in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you think these tips are helpful. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. We'd love to have you as an add-on to our fairy tale family. And we will see you next week. Bye, everybody.